get that out there. I don't think it's just 5 individuals pressing some buttons, you know, that doesn't really get you very far in Dota nowadays.
Would you say Vici Gaming also has individual skills?
I think so.
They're pretty good at Dota, yeah?
Yeah, most of them. 5 of them. ROTK probably fallen off a little bit in his later days. yeah. I mean, these are some of the best players in the world, just on every position, really, in both of these teams. And a lot today is going to come down to strategy, as it always does. Yeah, I think that's something that YapzOr does exceptionally well. Is I think a lot of players lately, or in the last year, have kind of transitioned a lot more into stable laning as position 4 to get those levels. YapzOr is very good at rune control, and it makes a big difference in these killer matchups.
Oh, the waiting rift forward or backwards,
Nicely
but the
timed.
stun lasts too long. YapzOr, once again, proving to be very impactful in this mid lane.
You have 2 fluxes, you have all the spark wraiths and fights, and then you have all these stats to just right-click with. I feel like for this meta, this is how you should play this hero almost every game. Just get involved, fight. You're even decent at taking towers because you kind of have a built-in DD rune whenever you use your ult. So,
Trying to catch Ori once again. He does have an orb up. It's not going to be there fast enough. Yang not there to save the day and is going to be forced back. A little bit of objectives here is just because their timing is going to come with that big initiating tool. Ori, meanwhile, is going to be able to find long-range initiation onto the Monkey King. They're going to make sure he does get up Wukong's command. And PYW fully commits there, using the Doom as well, just to make sure. But a hook shot, that light between the two of them with a chain frost. Oh no, it bounced over to the puck. It doesn't matter though. They've got more than enough damage thanks to Nisha and his Tempest double arc ward.
So easy for him to connect. It almost feels like Disruptor in that way that, sure, you got a kill, but can you get back out? The reach is just insane. YapzOr perfect position here on the Shaker.
He's going to be able to help Ori out. Ori, really smart positioning with all of those spells. We'll see whether or not they can turn this around as Zai is going to be chased down. Puppey, he's going to go down to Ori. Meanwhile, the Clockwork is kind of stuck. Zai is going to be saved by Fisher, slowed down a little bit. That last couple of shots does land on him, and PYW's on the other side. Slowing down, Ori and the rest of the crew will try and take down Nisha's Tempest double for the extra gold.
Isn't nearly what it was before with the other attack damage talent.
Eurus in trouble, surrounded by the Wukong's command, a Clockwork on his way. Good silence, but at the end of the day, he can't get out of that Wukong's command. Not with the Echo Saber, it's too strong. Oh, Sinister Gaze instantly put onto Ori. He's gonna have to try and run away with the Flux still on him, and the Spark Wraith on its way. Chain Frost as well. Face Shift just won't come up in time. Another great kill. PYW back over the bottom lane. Secret is everywhere right now. They're gonna be able to claim him. Yang, much harder kill to pick up, but they're still going to try for it as Zai bounces back with the cogs. Finally, the ultimate is going to be forced. They're going to try and stick with him a little bit, just slowing him down. DY's here, though, with Brambles, the overgrowth. They're going to slow down these heroes underneath the tower. Their turnaround onto Zai will be successful. They get that kill, but DY has to get away from Matumbaman, whose lifesteal is allowing him to survive through with a Boundless Strike, healing him up a little bit more. He claims the kill onto DY, but hit by a multi-shot just in time. A jump away is not up. Yang does manage to get him with the missed coil.
Helps when you're just AFK in there. Eventually it'll spawn, right?
We'll see if DY, he's going to cut down a tree, see if he can get some vision, throws the Brambles into the pit. But they need some actual vision of Roshan. That's where Ori's going to come into play. Gets his orb inside of there, but Roshan's so low, they're not going to be able to get inside in time, especially with Zai blocking off that pathway. So Vici Gaming now going to have to play against an Aegis and Cheats. Better to go for the magic damage build. Rather than a right-click build. Ori, spotting the Monkey King. Matumbaman actually jumping down. Does have an Aegis as well as a BKB, so Vici Gaming may not commit fully to this one. An overgrowth that only lands on the Lich as the Glimmer Cape protects him. Into the back line, Eurus already being found by the Zai Clockwork, and the turnaround here is Matumbaman activating his BKB. He's already taken out Ori on the side. PYW does manage to find the real Arc Warden, but it doesn't matter with so many heroes here, unless Eurus can lend a hand here. PYW continuing to chase with the help of DY as well, but the BKB is going to wear out eventually, and that's where YapzOr instantly hits him with the stun, and that is enough to allow Nisha to disengage. In fact, he wants to go back, and he knows Vici Gaming's on the back foot. Yang will be an inevitable victim to this Clockwork, who locks him inside the cogs. 3 dead on the side of Vici Gaming, and I believe they kept their Aegis intact. They didn't lose a single hero.
Yeah. Is anybody else on Secret even gonna buy one? I'm not sure. So far, it doesn't seem like it.
Man, the Wukong's man gonna be able to surround the Doom. YapzOr followed up, keeping him chain stunned basically. That's gonna be killed right off the bat. Now, Yang He's going to be fine, at least initially, but they can certainly chase for quite some time. Vici Gaming thought they were going to go for TPs in. Instead, they go for TPs out, perhaps just leaving Yang behind. Pops his ultimate, but he has a long ways to go, sadly. And Matumbaman has infinite chase. So unless he can somehow juke through the trees, which seems unlikely, especially with Zai the other side of things, then he will fall as well. 2 down.
Got the
Hey, Zai needs
Eurus.
money too. Eurus in trouble. Echo Slam just to seal the deal. 2 becomes 3, and all of a sudden Vici Gaming's base is looking very exposed.
Yeah, they kind of missed. They had this mid-game timing that their lineup really wanted to hit, and Secret just played super well around, especially the Monkey King, as well as the Clockwork, I want to say, just making so much space in fights. The longer they draw out, the harder it gets for Vici Gaming. When the BKBs are expended, eventually you're going to struggle against Shaker Stuns, Arc Warden, and, well, there's some range right there.
These long-range stuns are such a great way to start fight. Fissure plus Boundless Strike. I always found that to be such an obnoxious duo. Matumbaman leading the way, just spawning some of those statues, making it a little bit harder for Vici Gaming. There's the first round of multi-shots, so you get an idea of what kind of damage that does. An aggressive force staff, now a defensive one. Does manage to get Matumbaman back out. They need to be able to bring down his agents without serious commitment. They do manage to get the Doom onto the Arc Warden, but at the same time, Zai in and out with a refresher from the Aghanim Scepter. Now Matumbaman on his second life gets off the Wukong's command. Surrounding PYW, they have the coil on the back lines, but nobody can really get there. And Eurus, he's a little bit low. Hit by the Echo Slam, does manage to get off his BKB, but now he's been bashed up. The overgrowth is going to be able to buy him time here. Eurus trying to fight during his BKB. He needs that damage because nobody else can really deliver it. As you can see, Nisha, Ori, he's trying to get that kill on a Yapzor, can't quite do it. Yang drops low, a Phonic Shield just in time. Tempest Double is not going to be able to take down Yang, but the Megas are going to be coming soon if Vici Gaming can't find a way to push back Nisha and Matumbaman. All of them healing up right now, but that's just it. Vici Gaming not even going to try for another.
When you draft lineups like this is that you kind of stumble over each other. You kind of get in the way. You're like, you see this amazing RP opportunity at the exact same time as you see an amazing Wyvern ulti, and you counteract each other. Or, wow, that was a great chrono. Let's Pango ulti at the same time, and then you're just stuck in the chrono, you know?
Right.
You need really good communication to play a lineup. Whereas 4 is, you know, can be really worrying.
So I imagine both supports. Oh, Ori getting pulled in, skewer forward, and what hit Nisha?
The other way.
It just feels like Ori has a little bit of a wrong
Time walk dodge.
Gonna chakra him, try and catch him. Matumbaman does dodge most of the damage. Nicely done there. Back over to PYW, chased by Nisha, skewer forward. Telekinesis is not gonna let him get away unless into the high ground, in which case he's fine, especially with Ori cutting over. Now it's gonna be Yapzor, who is in trouble, especially with Nisha having no mana to stop this assault from Ori. There's no one to make, as you said, the little plays around the game, the little pickoffs here and there. That would be the entire domain of a Pangolier, but he is too far out of it right now anyway. Secret, they're going to have to rely on that team fighting prowess big time, because it looks like they're going to be down in net worth when we approach that.
Oh, yeah,
especially with the tower going down, and Puppey. It looks like they're trade out Puppey in exchange for a denied tower, so at least Secret do get half that tower bounty.
And Secret, once again, they're piling heroes on this play. They didn't find anything. And this just opens up the map. Ori goes top, TP's there, starts pushing out. Looks like they're trying to make a quick play again. This time it's going to be the Void. And, oh no, not the same literal
the
play.
Chronosphere again, it's there. They have the Spirit Fest as well. Puppey is going to be there with the Sinister Gaze to chain the stun. And Vici Gaming, maybe they're just playing a little bit too independent at this. Have a similar concepts on the ideas on that item. It's not the best.
Yeah, I'm not sure who you give it to here. There was one other game I saw, it was given to Gyro, giving him the long-range attack. Oh, my.
Oh, pushing out high ground with the smoke. Instantly a double bash coming out from our Void, but he's getting disabled up. He's trying to use his Aegis right now. Gonna pop the BKB. Now that he's grabbed that IO, the stolen Chronosphere could spell bad things here, as he wants to be able to get away with the Rolling Thunder. They're gonna lock down this roof to make sure that Chronosphere is not used aggressively. Matumbaman, he's gonna be losing his Aegis here, but the Rolling Thunder knocking up Ori. Maybe they're running out of damage though with the buyback being used. Vici Gaming feeling comfortable taking this fight, but what if they can't actually catch the Secret hero? Secret getting out with the spider legs, the time walk, all the mobility that they have, and the buybacks there from Vici Gaming feel quite ineffective.
That was awesome. I want to say got away with it almost in this last 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Does feel like the Vici Gaming against what I've seen them play against other teams, they would have played with a lot more confidence of out-team fighting somebody. Oh, nice fast blink away, but it does leave Yang a little bit isolated right now. Ori knows he has to go for that Winter Wyvern to make sure that Orchid and that Winter's Curse isn't used, but he was locked down by Secret and instantly blown up. Now Eurus, without one of his damage dealers, has to be able to back away, but there's too much physical damage from the Void and the Magnus. They're going to stick onto him with this Blink Dagger. Eurus not going to be able to get away. Nisha's just too big. And off of a buyback, 2 buybacks from the supports, they both die now.
Secret are playing super well around each other. This is the exact thing that Vici needs to not have happened. The one fight they finally choose to take is right outside the enemy base with Storm and Timber on top of each other. This is what you can't do against AoE-based spells. You can't stack your heroes like this. Your 2 most mobile heroes simply cannot be on top of each other like this.
And empowered DD Magnus is going to make short work of these buildings, especially with the help of the Faceless Void. Yang is trying to distract them as best he can, but he's got to be careful of not going too far here, and maybe he just did. All right, long jump in, almost actually taking out that Faceless Void. The Bloodstone keeping him alive, but eventually it will lose its effectiveness. And Matumbaman, kept alive by the Cold Embrace, means that Vici Gaming once again have to trade some heroes out to be able to defend an FG.
Yeah.
It felt like their attitude was just different. Whoa, with Chronosphere there from Matumbaman, this is an opportunity for Vici Gaming. But it's an opportunity they have to make sure they don't get caught by Nisha's Magnus. He tries to get the skill in. Fortunately, there is that telekinesis stopping it, but Eurus is left a little bit alone right now. Yang is going to try and help him out. RP threatened to come in. DY, Chain Frost is going to be thrown right as he tethers in. They quickly identify the Wisp and take him out of the fight. Now the RP laid down onto the Gyrocopter. Nisha's willing to blow this on just the carry because he's able to one-shot it. Now Ori coming back in. Winter's Curse to be able to stop that damage onto the Magnus. The Orchid's going to burn him out a little bit more, but a Cold Embrace to be able to save him, not good enough. Yang is going to be able to get him with the pure damage, but it's Yang against the world, and the world will eventually win here as Yang is going to be forced to try and retreat, but he has no Yules, he has no mobility tools, and they have plenty of stuns to stop a Timber Chain. That's a 1-for-5 wipe. Secret just seemed to be able to outmatch Vici.
It looks like Secret are kind of lingering.
Yeah, they're lingering maybe a little bit too long because Vici Gaming is coming here in force. The relocate is coming back here, so Eurus should feel comfortable here. This is going to be the first life Matumbaman, perhaps. Cold Embrace actually keeping him alive still. He also has Satanic and might be able to turn in lifesteal a little bit. Ori actually jumping in, but the Winter's Curse locking him down. Now they have the Orchid. Timbersaw going into it with a Chronosphere onto the side is going to be able to finish off DY. A stolen Chronosphere, locking down 4 heroes underneath all of this one, but Eurus is too unhealthy to be able to turn and take advantage of this disable, and he's going to be chased down. The Abyssal Blade up. Ori, no buyback for him, so he can't help out his brother Eurus in defending this, and that means 3 heroes are dead on Vici Gaming with no buyback. PYW not going to make it away either. A shield crash in a vain attempt to survive. 4 dead, no buyback, and once again, Yang is left in a 1v4 to try and defend the base. 3 heroes on the side of Vici Gaming that don't have it because of gold.
Yeah.
So they're anticipating that Ori and Eurus would buy back if they win for Throne.
I love the way Secret set up this fight, by the way. Matumbaman playing super aggressive because he knows he has the level 25 and Aegis. And Vici actually took the bait. They started running into the high ground where Secret were well first to get information. Now they're going to do it with Yang. This 1.5 second hex can be enough to get a little bit of a surprise jump. Yang, though, is taking a lot of damage.
The missiles are coming in. They're going to be able to chain some Matumbaman for quite some time until the RP. Skewer on in, locking down the 2. The Chain Frost actually bouncing back on the Secret, but they don't care because the BKBs allows them to focus on the Gyrocopter. That Rolling Thunder. Bounce it up on DY. The A1 disc does actually protect for the time being, but PYW not so lucky there. They do manage to get the Orchid onto Matumbaman, but a Lotus Sword counter on for Zai does save it. He time walks away. A Winter's Curse on all 4 heroes here, and that is a Storm Seer who's just dead. He's going to be able to buy back, and they do actually finish off Puppy, but that is a small consolates that they need to be able to bring down some of these damage dealers like Matumbaman, who's still fighting on that front line. Ori going for Yapster, Josephine to take out another one of the supports, but DY is not going to survive for long as the Abyssal Blade cuts him down. Matumbaman, he breaks down the Gyrocopter, damage running low on Vici Gaming. It's just Ori left with no mana, now he falls as well, and that's it, Vici Gaming. Call it here, Secret.